What up? Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones, and in this one, we're gonna take a look at my custom Hellbat armor Batman from McFarlane's DC Multiverse collection with a custom stand that I built. Now, as everything, this was a learning process for me, a learning experience. I didn't really have a plan as such when I came into this. I just kind of uh, let it flow however it came out. So I did learn a couple of things. One thing being that if you're going to build something like this, you might want to think about making it so that you could build another one just in case, like maybe someone wants one, or you might want to sell it and then make another one like better, that because you already have the experience of making one. So I didn't know any of that, so I just went into it thinking, how can I do this? How can I build this? I had different ideas of how I wanted to do it. But in the end, it just worked out the way it did. But I'm really appreciative of the process, and it was really fun and frustrating at the same time. Reason being because I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I had to attack it different ways. Now, basically, first off, I repainted the Hellbat armor, the wings mainly because, as you know, the Hellbat armor came with wings that had absolutely no color at all. They were just black. And aside from McFarlane about to release the new golden Hellbat armor, which, I mean, it looks really nice. I am gonna pick some up for the shelf and one for my unopened collection, but I'm not really that too excited about it because, I mean, it's just a repaint. That's all it is. But like I said, it looks really nice. Once you get it in your hands, you might be really more excited. Now, they did add a little bit of accent to the wings, which is basically what I did here. So that's all the repainting I did on the figure, aside from a little bit of silver that I added. I added some silver to all the little thruster sections that you could see around the figure. I added a lot of silver to the helmet and to the back of the neck and to the spine. I added some silver, and I added a little bit of silver to the arms. That's just the only color that really felt right. I mean, I didn't really want to go for a completely different repaint, so I'll leave that to the professionals. So I just tinted it up just a little bit, just to give it some snap, because it was a little bit dull. But I was happy with it in the end, how it came out. And the wings, you could still move them, and they have that cool paint. So I'm pretty much happy with it. Now, let's look at the stand. The thing about the stand is I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from the pictures that McFarlane had released of the Hellbat armor. I wanted them like with one foot forward and like standing up on something. And I decided to make it kind of like a lava diorama. And I didn't really like the painting I did on it that much. I mean, it looks okay. I think I need a little bit more like orange, because when you look at pictures of lava and stuff, a lot of it is orange, and there's just that little bit of black like creeping in around the edges. But it's, for right now, it's okay. It's fine now. It does look solid. If you look at it, it looks solid, like like black with a little hints of highlights of red and orange. Now, this stand, it's kind of funny. I did make it from an old, like a brake light from a that basically I found it like in a junkyard. And I was like, you know what? If I put a light under this, it'll shine red through the lens, and then I could build that lava stuff around it. Now, I didn't know how I was gonna build the lava, if I was gonna use epoxy. I had no idea. So I had the lamp. It was damaged on one side, so I had to take a piece from another part that I found and cut it out the same shape and then slap it on there so that it would be covered on the 3 sides. Now the back, I did want it open, and not just that I wanted it open, but it has already built in like these plug holes where you can add like a bracket. That way you could, if you want, you could put it on the wall and then put a light inside of it. But that'll be for future, because for right now you could actually sit this anywhere, like in the corner on a little nightstand or whatever. You could sit it on wherever you want to, and he'll sit on anything. But like I said, he does have that bracket where you could mount him on the wall. It just depends what I decide to do with him. Now the reason I made it hollow from the bottom was because I wanted to put light in it so it could shine through. Now that gets us into this, what I actually made this like rock lava out of. Now, you know how you open your figures, you open up the McFarlane figures and you get this like plastic stuff, the casing, right? So I had a bunch of these left over, and I started just seeing the shapes in my mind that I wanted. I wanted like round and then like multiple layers. So I just started like cutting out pieces, and then I would actually heat it up and bend it so that way it wouldn't, if it was like at a right angle, I could get it to bend. That way it would give it that lump like of the rock lava. So it actually, if you look down in there, it has layers. I did get a perfect spot for his boot, for the front boot, because see, it does come off. But he has the perfect spot in there where his boot like slips right in that hole. And then I tried to put a peg in the back foot, but what I noticed is the first peg I put, it just broke off because it didn't have enough strength to hold the weight of the Hellbat, because it's pretty heavy. So underneath where that same hole that I drilled through, I ended up finding a perfect screw that just goes up into the Hellbat boot. And once you get it tightened all the way, he does not move. I mean, you could move the foot a little bit from side to side, but he won't fall. You know, it's locked in there. And then all you have to do is set down his front foot in that perfect space I left where his foot sits in there. And then you can manipulate him, you know, stand him back, tilt him forward, move his arms. So it came out pretty good for just, you know, going on the fly. And like I said before, the reason I wanted to use that plastic packaging was because I wanted light to shine through it, which is also why I use that red lens, because I wanted to give it like a red tint. Now, I might have a hard time actually trying to show it on here, but I'll do the best I can. But the light actually really shines through. I mean, if you look at this, it looks solid, but when you actually put the light under it and turn it on, it actually like shines pretty much through all the rock, and it just gives it like this eerie like I don't know, like red glow. I really like it. I mean, like I said before, I could figure out how to mount it on the wall and put a light under it, or I could sit it on any table I want and put the light under it and it could shine out. Now in the last shot, before I go here, I will try and, you know, give you guys an idea of what it looks like. But that's pretty much it. That's the simple build that I did. The paint that I had to put on there. Now these lights, this one isn't really the best light I could get because they do make brighter ones. This one is kind of like a little bit softer light. And eventually I'll get a brighter one. That way it'll give it even more light to come out from there. But for right now, it's working pretty good. But it's just one of those lights that you push down and it turns on, so it's really simple. You don't have to run any wires or anything. And technically, if you wanted to, you could put a light in there, brace it inside the plastic, and then plug it in and turn it on and have like a little lamp. So, like I said, guys, I thought this was fun. I did it. I'm pretty much done. I mean, I could see painting a little bit more just to like things I didn't really like on it, but for right now, I like the way it looks. I'm just gonna have to find a spot for it somewhere here in the office where he'll have his own little corner, and I could display him. You know, it'd be pretty cool for people that come in and see it. They'll be like, "Whoa, that's crazy! Where'd you get that?" Like, I made it. All right, so anyways, guys, that's it for now. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. Keep collecting, keep hunting, and I will see you on the next one.